if I can please get a few of the business or the agents to come up to give us a hand so that we can, once the raffle tickets are called and the winner says it's me, you can give them their raffle prizes.
Okay, first raffle. Make sure you hand the raffle to the person delivering your gift, okay? 565020. Go ahead and raise your hand and they'll come bring it to you. Last three is 020. Yeah. Last three, 036. 036. Perfect, right there. Right there in front. Okay. Last three, 042. You got 0. Yeah. Okay, for this first round, we're just going to do 2 more. Sorry. Last three, 061. Okay, and for this round, one more, 064.
I'd like to give a few shout outs here. We have some special guests, obviously, from the neighboring areas. From the city of Vallejo, the mayor, Andrea Sorsi. From the Solano Board of Supervisors, board member Cassandra James. From Vallejo City Council member, Dr. Tonya Ladiju. How about we eat? All right. Who's doing? Cue the music.
All right, so everybody, Sarah and Tony will be running around releasing you by table. So please wait until your table is released to get up and go have some food.
magic spell you cast. This is La Vie en Rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see La Vie en Rose. When you press me to your heart, and in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday word seems to turn into love song. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be La Vie en Rose.
Hey, thank you for coming tonight. I really appreciate you. We have over 500 people in this room. If we all get up and start rushing that way, we're going to have nothing but chaos. It's going to look like a job site that needs to get finished in 1 hour, and we put 100 people on it. So let's not do that. When I release you, or Nancy, where are you at? Nancy, you better not be in line, Nancy. Nancy, there she is. Nancy, wave your hand. If Nancy releases your table or I release your table, then you can go up. I'm going to try and get the younger kids to eat first because we want them to fall asleep so we don't have to listen. Because we want to be nice. So let's make sure we do that. Another way to get me to release your table is by just kind of waving a 20. You know, that helps. I'm just saying. It's going to our good cause. I'm going golfing tomorrow and I need to pay green fees. All right, we're good? Very good, thank you.
I got a stereo and the best of Patsy Cline. Ain't got no caviar, no Dom Perignon. But as far as I can see, I got everything I want. 'Cause I got a roof over my head, the woman I love laying in my bed, and it's alright, alright. I got shoes under my feet, forever in the eye staring back at me, and it's alright, that I've been really loved by a hand that's touched me, and I feel like something's gonna give, and I'm a little bit angry. Well, this ain't over. No, I'm not here. Not while I still need you around. You don't own me. Will not change it. Yeah, we just might feel good. I wanna push you around. Well, I will. Well, I will.
the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget all the ones who love you in the place you left. I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake, and always give more than you take. But more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my
I'm a carpenter.
I am a carpenter.
I'm a carpenter. I am a carpenter. I am a carpenter. I'm a carpenter. I am a carpenter.
I am a carpenter.
I am a carpenter.
All right, is everybody enjoying themselves? We got a guest speaker tonight. I'd like to introduce to the stage, as soon as I'm done giving a bio here, Brian Harp. Brian Harp, with over 40 years of experience, Brian brings a rare perspective to his leadership ride. He provides executive oversight and ensures a project is delivered to the highest standards of quality, performance, and compliance. A respected mentor and leader, he ensures that every element of the project benefits from his extensive field experience and strategic vision. Started his apprenticeship, drywall apprenticeship, in 1984 when I was born. He's an owner, president, and CEO of Custom Building Systems from January till September of 2000 to 2012, and is currently the operations manager at Auto Construction. Brian, would you come join us?
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. How's everybody doing? All you new Journey persons out there. I think there's 380 something of you that are on this bulletin tonight, on the roster. Give yourselves a great big hand or round of applause. I mean, this really is a 4-year program that takes a lot of effort, a lot of time. You guys spend a lot of time away from your family. Give your family an even bigger round of applause because it means so much to them as well. Thank you for not making me speak after Mr. Bradshaw. He is a tough act to follow if anybody's seen that before. But so I want to speak a little bit about love and passion, and this is going to be kind of different that maybe you've heard before, but you got to really love what you're doing to get up every morning and go to work. You have a career, you have a job, but it is work. It takes a lot out of you every day. There's a lot to it. You learn everything every day all over again. You spent 4 to some of you more than 4 years to get through this. I sincerely hope that you take every day forward as a new day to start over and learn something new every day. You heard a little bit about my bio, but I went through the apprenticeship April of '84, got out in June of '86. At that time, it was a 3-year program, and I made it through there in 2 years, 2 months. And I actually had to petition and go in front of the apprenticeship board, the big board is what it was called back then, and ask them for me to get out early. So pretty intimidating to do that, but I showed up, I had to make a speech, I had to tell everybody how much I loved doing this, and I was ready to be a Journey person, and I deserved to get out there early and get going. But it's a great thing. I hope you all love everything you're doing out there. Right now, as you heard, I'm operations manager with Auto Construction. My goal right now is to make myself completely unnecessary in the next 2.5 years. I've put in my retirement with Auto, and I'm trying to get everything that's in my head out of it so that everybody there can actually know what I have seen over the years, what I've learned, what I keep learning. Every single day is a new day that you learn something. Please keep that open mind and make yourself available to learn every single day. I've had some great mentors in my time. names I could probably name, and none of you would even know who they are, because the math doesn't lie. I've been doing this for 41 years, and like Travis said, he was born the time I started doing this. But my biggest motivation right now is this. I mean, seeing all of the young people, older people, doesn't matter who you are, but just seeing you accomplish everything you want to accomplish. I mean, Journey Person is a great big accomplishment, but I started out as an apprentice. I became a foreman from the first company I worked for about 16 years. I started my own company. I had a union, drywall, metal stud drywall, lath plaster, insulation, T-bar. Did that for 12 years until my daughter had a health crisis, and I quit pretty much overnight. But then somebody talked me into coming back to work, and it was because of the relationships that I had made over my first 20 years of working. Another thing, relationships not only help you to move forward, they can open doors for you, but bad relationships most certainly close doors for you. Every person in this room deserves the trust of being a carpenter, and I take that really seriously. I am a drywall lather by trade, but we are all carpenters. We all go through a different program, but we all go through the same program in life, and relationships and what we do with ourselves are really, really important. The community of construction, of carpentry, is very small, believe it or not. People remember you for the smallest of things. People remember you for the greatest of things. We all get remembered, hopefully, in one way or another. I've been on the apprenticeship committee for 23 years, so hopefully almost none of you have seen me at one of the committee meetings. I think I know two people for Journey Persons out here tonight. I don't believe raise your hand if you've ever been talked to me at a local committee meeting for apprenticeships. Anybody? No. Awesome. Oh, Lisa's out there waving. Come on. One person. That's great. You guys usually only come in if there's something difficult in your life that needs to be straightened out. So it's great. I don't know anybody. But again, I want to mention teaching, mentoring, coaching, whatever you want to call it. You are the next group of people teaching the next generation of carpenters, the next generation of apprentices. Not only that, but you should be teaching all of the other Journey Persons that are in our community. You as an apprentice, I had the opportunity to talk to one of you who thought they were the apprentice and they should be gotten taught from all the Journey Persons. But I had to remind him that you know just as much, sometimes more, than another person that you're working with right next to you. You can't get mad, you can't get upset. We're all human beings. We all have something that's uniquely individual about ourselves, and that's why we all keep a job. That's why we all work. We're not all the same. That's what's so wonderful about all of us, is we are all different and we have a purpose. Some of us do really great things. All of us do something great. pass that along. It is a competition, or it seems like a competition, but you get noticed by the things you do to help others. So as much as you learn on a single day, make sure you're passing that along to the next generation of people. They are deeply going to accept your help. They're going to understand why it's being done. They're going to really appreciate you as a person, let alone being a carpenter. So, one thing I get in trouble for every day is, and I usually go to meetings to be the bad guy, because I have a tendency to say, just do your job, because we're all just out there to get things built, and we all have that purpose, and we can just go out there and do our jobs. But my old school way is, I came to work every day and I found a way to be better than I was the day before. And then the next day I found another way to be better than I was that day before. So just keep on doing something with a purpose in life. Keep your work going. You're going to be doing this as a career. This is a career. This is 30 years possibly of your life. It could be 50 years of your life. I love this, and I'm going to continue doing it for as long as somebody lets me do it. I mean, we really have a great career here. So thank you, everybody. Hopefully you love what you're doing. If not, all you spouses, friends, family out there, just remind them how great of a life this is. I mean, look around the table. What a wonderful group of individuals we have here. You can't help but just be impressed by the amount of people that are here and just the group of people that are here. So thank you again, Tony, Travis, everybody else from here.
Is this thing on? I don't know. How's everyone doing right now? You know what? I'll tell you what. There are 2 dates that I love. One is graduation, and the second is my anniversary. I just want my wife to hear that, babe. I'm talking about you. That's my second date. All right? So I'm covered now for September something. Okay, anyway. Thank you all for coming. It takes a lot to get here. It takes a community. It takes a family. There is no way you would have made it through without that support. Who signed your record book? You know what I'm talking about. None of you had your foreman sign it. It was your significant other, your brother, your sister, your friend, but no one had their foreman sign it. And if you say you did, you're lying. Yes, I recognize that this is a class that had to make it through COVID. How you did that is a testimony to your perseverance. You showed up when no one else was there. I appreciate each and every one of you for making it through it. Thank you very much for making it through it. Real quick, just so we make sure we get this, will all the graduates please stand up? Just stay standing for a second. This is our future. As you look around this room, this is our future. These are the people that will build tomorrow. There's a saying that goes like this: as we lay stone upon stone, as we build today, Let us look at what we build, not for personal delight, but so that our children's children will look at what we built. We build America. Thank you very much. Now, I want to make sure that you guys don't get all the credit. I want you to go ahead and point at the person who kicked you out of bed, signed your record book, packed your lunch, or made sure you made it to school. Point at them right now. There you go. Thank you very much for getting them through it. There's a couple of you going like this. I did it on my own. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Don't convince yourself that you did it on your own. You didn't, okay? So with that being said, go ahead and have a seat. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. It's my pleasure to announce the next speaker. This is an industry leader. This gentleman I ran into a couple years ago, I'm going to say about 6 years ago. It was longer than that. But here's what happened. He came to me and he said, your scaffold program is garbage. No one ever wants to hear that. I went to a local union meeting and they said, your scaffold program is garbage. It's not going to happen. That's not how the carpenters do it. So Jay said, Tony, change it. So I looked at industry leaders to help me change it. This person stood up and said, I gotcha. And it's only because of his help that we have the scaffold program that we have today. It's remarkable. Scaffold builders are learning how to do what? Build scaffolds. Not how to weld, not how to frame, but to build scaffolds safely. That's what they should be doing. This guy has been in the industry now, started in the 90s, worked for Brand, went from Brand and then got into management, worked at management for about 13 years and then said, you know what, I got a better idea. So him and a partner went up and they started Scaffold Solutions. I'd like to introduce the next speaker, COO, CFO, a lot of things going after that, Charlie Meadows. Thank you, Charlie. Come on up.
How y'all doing? I wasn't sure if the speakers were turned up loud enough with my friend Brian Harp earlier. But Brian, I just want to commend you. Heard your speech. Was working through the speakers there, and you've been doing it for 42 years. I've been only at it about 32 years now, and just hoping to match you, buddy. So congratulations to you, Brian. So I've been walking around, seeing all these sashes on you graduates. I've been trying to shake a bunch of hands. Some of you faces I'm looking at, and just trying to get to know you and just tell you how proud I am of you. Met this young lady over here, Katie, met her husband, Anthony, her father, Rick. Learned a little bit about them. I see a lot of different ages. 18 years old to 50-year-olds and plus that have gone back, put their lives on hold, and went back and did the 4-year apprenticeship program. That's astounding. That is commendable. And I've learned a lot tonight. And by the way, this is probably my 4th speech that I've done over the years with the LTC committee. And this by far is the largest group that I've seen yet. This is a big group of people. Tony stole my thunder. I was going to have you guys with the sashes stand up and give a round of applause. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I want to see the wives stand up for the husbands or wives that are graduate. I want to see you stand up, Anthony. Stand up, buddy. Stand up. Oh, yeah. We know who the real winners are. From the bottom of my heart, I know what you ladies and husbands have gone through holding your spouse together, getting them up, tying their shoes, even when they were dog-ass tired. Maybe they've commuted a 4 or 5 hour day, 2.5 hours one way, 2.5 hours back home, plus 8 hours on the job, But getting your husbands or spouse, your wives, up in the morning and pushing them again and again, that takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of thunder, and I commend you guys for that, okay? I do. So, now that I've done the hip hip hooray thing here, a little bit about me. My name is Charlie Meadows. I am the current CFO, COO of Scaffold Solutions. But I want to tell you guys, I'm also been sitting on the LTC committee now for 18 years, current chairman of the board of the Fairfield committee, and it's just an absolute honor to be a part of that. As Tony alluded to, too, yeah, our scaffold program sucked. It needed a lot of help. And there's been a lot of energy, a lot of effort that has been taken off here, probably, as Tony said, the last 6 years. But I'm pretty proud of that. Mostly proud of it because if I'm not mistaken, there's two, at least I saw one individual here. Wolf, you here? Where you at, buddy? Wolf? There you are. I see you. Couple of guys that are heading up the scaffold program. They're teachers. They were also a part of our company. And when I learned that they've got tapped to teach the classes, I was pretty pumped up to hear that. So proud of you guys. Good job. Keep up the good work, okay? Represent Scaffold Solutions. A little bit about me. I was 18 years old and my son was born. You want to talk about a scared young man. I'm going to tell you a story how the trades helped save my life. I was scared. My son was born, not just born when I was 18, but he was born on my 18th birthday, July 31st, 1990. I had to go to work. I was scared, didn't know what to do. My mother worked at Chevron Refinery in Richmond. She worked at Central Maintenance. She was an EDP, head of payroll clerk. She handled all the subcontractors and contractors on site, including the Chevron personnel. With her contacts, she got me in with, I believe the company's name was Timac at the time, and I was a laborer. Went out there in the refineries. I was in the tank farm. I was a hole watch. I was a fire watch. I ran leads for the welders. I went inside the tanks. I shot 220-degree cutter, which is hot diesel, over my shoulder, firing up and down those oily walls inside those two super tankers, right? I was hooked up to a double pack on my back, hooked up to a 12-pack of Scott Air outside with a 5-minute pack on my hip. Young, trying to figure out what life's all about, and trying to make sure that I was going to back my wife up, which, by the way, we're still together 36 years later. But I was scared. I was scared. I've always been a hard worker. Physical contact, hard working, I wasn't afraid of that stuff. But life was staring me in the face, and I needed to go out and hustle and just try to make a name for myself in an industry I knew nothing about. But I went about it, and I was a hustler, you know. I saw other companies out there working, doing different stuff out there, trying to figure out what kind of trade I wanted to be involved with. I definitely didn't want to be shooting 220-degree cutter over the shoulder of my neck, burning every day inside of a tank farm. But as time eluded, opportunities knocked, and I worked my way up. Did I mention I was making $7.01 an hour back then? Yeah, it was $7.01 an hour. And the only way you could really get ahead is when you went on the shutdowns. You worked 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, 84 hours a week, and my checks cleared $700. That was my first month's rent. It was zombies out there. It was a lot of hard work. But we did what we had to do, and that's how we got it done. I hooked up. I worked my way up from that, worked my way up from a laborer all the way up to an MB mechanic, topped off at $14 an hour. I'd been out there about 5 years at that point in time, and I thought, man, this is tough. This is hard to get ahead. And the only way to get ahead was to go on the shutdown trail, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, 84 hours a week, to try to get ahead. It was hard. It was tough, and it was definitely hard on a marriage. But we made ends meet, and we were making it happen. But one day, when I became an expediter, did I mention my mom was the head of EDP clerk at Chevron, right? All right. Well, whenever the turnarounds happened out there, you had 300 people plus going on timesheets, and you didn't want to make a mistake on a timesheet and definitely rewrite 300 names back then. So she had a bracket system that she had worked out for all the contractors and general contractors, and she taught me that little formula. But man, I used to see these guys come walking in, long heads, and just really looking tired and whooped. And I'd say, hey, what's going on? And they would say, oh man, I gotta get back to the office, go rewrite all these timesheets. And I used to say, you know what? Let me see those timesheets. Why don't you guys go to lunch or whatever, and let me look them over. And they'd come back, and I'd do the bracket system and everything that my mom taught me. So it was a little secret. I never told the contractors that was my mom working over there at Chevron, or excuse me, at Central Maintenance. And I used to tell her, Mom, don't tell them I'm correcting all these timesheets. Don't let them know that I'm your son. So I'd go down that path, help them out, correct the timesheets. They'd pass it through. My mom couldn't keep it secret. 2 weeks later, she said, oh, you met my son. And anyway, she blew my cover. But I ended up joining, at the time, Rust Scaffolding, right? And Rust used to be Brand Scaffolding. They were bought out by Waste Management. And so I became a rigger, working for Rust Scaffolding. I did it for about 3 years. Then I was tapped on my shoulder. Hey, Charlie, would you like to become an inventory resource manager? And I'd say, let me think about it. Yeah, I'll take the job. Yeah, no problem, I'll take a job. Then I ran 3 years as the inventory resource managers, learned what intercompany transfers was, learned what manufacturing was in charge of purchase orders, learned all kinds of stuff. Ran it for about 3 years. Then I was tapped on my shoulder. Charlie, would you like to become a project manager? And I said, hold on, let me think about it. Yeah, I'll take the job, right? But I remember along the way, guys, before I continue down that growth pattern, I remember along the way going, I worked for some really good people, and I also worked for some really not so nice people, okay? And I remember in those not so nice moments just going, Lord, I was a young man at the time. If ever you give me a chance, I promise you I won't treat those people the way I'm being treated. I promise you that. Time goes by. I'm not sure if my prayer was answered, but time goes by. I get tapped on my shoulder after 3 years of project manager. Hey, would you like to become a construction manager? And I said, I don't know. Let me think about it. Sure, I'll take that job. So I was about 3 years as a construction manager before I was tapped on my shoulder to be a branch manager. But remember what I said when it comes to treating people right. Even though you're climbing ladders and you're trying to do the right things in life, sometimes you hit brick walls too. And I hit a brick wall in a big corporation. And sometimes you're asked to do things that you're uncomfortable with. And maybe it goes against your moral complex. And that's what happened to me. I found myself in discussions with St. Louis, people I didn't even know, on conference calls. Go land a bunch of work, do what you're supposed to do to build a company, just to be told, Charlie, we're not going to be able to do that. Well, what do you mean? I've already looked people in the eye, shook their hands, landed jobs, did what you guys asked me to do, but the support system wasn't there. So we hit a brick wall. I had left Brand, moved on to another company just to have Brand do an acquisition and purchase them out. I couldn't escape these guys. Couldn't escape them. So, in 2006, after I hit that brick wall, I made a few phone calls. One of which, my business partner who's sitting over here at the front table, his name is Mr. Ed Sanchez. Ed, stand up a minute, please. That's my business partner right there. I'm going to get on to the Saki story, as Eddie likes to usually tell the story, but I'm going to tell the story this time. So I made a few phone calls just to apologize to some people that I wasn't going to be able to see some contracts through that you had signed me up with. because Brand had bought us out. And so I was going to go fire up my own company. I was going to figure it out, knew nothing about running my own company, knew nothing about it, just I was pissed off at the world and wanted to make change and do things better. Eddie was one of the phone calls that I made. And Eddie said to me, Charlie, I thought you wanted to fire up your own company. I said, I do, Eddie. I want to fire up my own company. And he says, hey, what's it going to take to compete against the Brands, the NorCals, the Safeways, the big guys that are running things out there? And I told him what it was going to take to compete. So he says, hey, if I call you 3 weeks from now, would you sit down and have that conversation with me? I said, sure. You call me in 3 weeks, we'll sit down and have that talk. Now, here's where we end up at a Chinese restaurant drinking sake. We're writing a business plan out on a napkin. And we got sake going back and forth. And are you saying what I think you're saying that you're saying? No, I don't know. Take a shot of sake. Are you saying what I think you're saying? Take another shot of sake. All I know is the next morning I woke up and I said, did I shake his hand that we're going into business together? My partner over there rose up and we joined forces to fire up Scaffold Solutions in September of 2006 is when we became an entity. And it's been 19 years, we're going on 20 years now that we've been in business together. So I've been in this for about 32 years. But I can tell you, as the COO of Scaffold Solutions, I was a young man, scared, had to go to work, figure out what life's all about, join the trades, where the trades helped pave my way and save my life. Now, I do know a divine intervention was in there as well, and I do know that God had very much a plan for me, a plan to prosper me and not to harm me, and plans to give me hope in a future. I do know that. But I just want to tell you guys, I've been sitting on the LTC committee now for 18 years, chairman of the board now, dealing with not a lot of you, because if you made it to my table, that probably wasn't a good sign that I had to kick you in the butt and motivate you and push you forward. But I just want to tell each and every one of you guys how proud I am of you. I know firsthand how hard it is, and those of you that took 2 steps back to go 1 step forward, from all age groups, from 18 to 50 to 60 years old, I'm proud of you, the grandmas, the grandpas, the fathers, the mothers, all you guys. You did a commendable job. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the carpenters, and God bless America.
Okay. So real quick, one thing I want to do real quick is just make sure there's one group that we didn't actually recognize. That's your instructors. There's a few of them here. Why don't we have those instructors stand up real quick and be recognized? There's a few here. What do we got? There's got to be more than 1 or 2. There we go. Milcab. You know what? These are the ones that kind of worked with you, got you through. So thank you very much to the instructors and what they've done. Real quick, it reminds me of something that happened, and you're all going to experience this now. And now that I see all the kids, I know you're going to experience it. When I first got married, I would drive down the road and I'd look at my wife and say, babe, I built that. You're doing it now. And my wife would go, yes, you did. And then we'd drive by it again, and I'd say, babe, I built that. I said, yes, I know you built that. You told me every time we drive by it. To this day, my wife thinks I built SF Airport on my own. It was a lot of overtime, but I'm a hardworking kind of person. That's what I do. But this is where it gets better. I was blessed with 2 daughters. The 2 daughters are in the back seat. And now I could drive by SFO and turn to my daughters and say, kids, I built that. And they said, Dad, you built that? I said, yes, I did. A lot of overtime, but I took care of it. When you know you turn the corner is when you're driving down the road, your daughter's in the back seat, she turns to her friend and said, my dad built that. Hell yeah. That's why we do what we do. So to keep it going, I want to introduce our next speaker, which is an instructor. I call him Wolf. A lot of people call him something else, but he's Wolf to me. Mr. James Fels, why don't you get up here and kind of cut him out of here real good. And then real quick, if I walk by your table and I hold up a tip thing, it'll say 10%, 15%, 20%. Just go ahead and select whatever you want on this, and I really appreciate you, okay? No one's buying that. Okay. Mr. Wolf, go ahead. Good job.
Hey, everybody. Well, that's a tough act to follow. You had some good speakers before me. This is the first time I'm doing this. It's not necessarily the first time I'm speaking in front of a whole bunch of people, so I'm not going to say I'm that nervous. But I want to ad-lib on something that Charlie said earlier about divine intervention. All glory be to God. Without him, I'm nothing. And I want to just say that first and foremost. I want to mention something about Charlie Meadows and Eddie. They gave me my first shot with a career, not a job. I'm going to say that one more time. A career, not a job. I didn't know I was going to be standing here 3 years later as an instructor when I started in the yard with Scaffold Solutions. Ex-knucklehead, trying to figure things out. Those two gentlemen gave me a shot, and here I am today. So the proof is in the pudding. I salute y'all. Thank y'all. I had a couple words for y'all I prepared. I'm gonna have to read because I didn't remember it to recite it. So bear with me. Today we celebrate more than just a graduation. We celebrate a commitment to craftsmanship, safety, leadership, apprenticeship, and to each other. It's also a time to reflect on our past, focus on our present, and plan on our future. All of you have earned your place amongst the skilled and trained. But this is not the finish line. It's more like a launch pad. I want to challenge you, all of you, to continue to challenge yourselves, to continue to learn. The tools may evolve, the codes may change, but your hunger for knowledge should always stay sharp. Continue to lead by example, whether it's in the field or in the classroom. Your example sets the tone for the next generation. Continue to teach the safe NorCal way. Safety is not just a rule, y'all. We all know this. It should be our culture. One that protects lives and builds trust. And above all, continue to support your brothers and sisters in the trade. We rise together. We build together. We fight for each other. You hear me? Now, as your instructor, I'm a first-generation scaffold builder. As my brother James Bondock, the other scaffold instructor, and I'd like to acknowledge my little brother over there, baby James McFarland, first-generation scaffold builder. We all started with Scaffold Solutions. They gave us a home. We got it out the mud, in the trenches, started in the yard, y'all, before they sponsored us. They saw something in us and gave us a shot to give us a career. So I can remember when James, my brother, my other brother, the other instructor, James Bondock, journeyed out and became foreman. I was so excited for him. I was overjoyed because his success was my success. I took it home. I owned it too because it made me believe that if he can make it, then I can make it. We all can make it. I want you to know that I share your success also. Your success has been my success. in real time. Every opportunity that I have had to teach you has been the chance to grow both professionally and personally, 360 degrees. I had to grow up a lot over there. You sharpened my skills. You challenged my thinking. But above all, you always reminded me why this work matters the most. I want this to resonate to y'all tonight. Remember this night. You are now, all of you, ambassadors of NorCal Carpenters. So when you leave out here tonight, go on with your lives, continue to wear that union badge proud and with honor. And never forget that you represent something bigger than yourselves. Now, I need a little help with this last little part before I close out, y'all. When I say NorCal, I need y'all to say Carpenters. All right? One time. We're gonna wake y'all game up one time. Y'all gonna help me? I said, are y'all gonna help me? All right, let's go. NorCal! 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 Congratulations again. Let's go build the future.
All right, we have a honorary graduate speaker, David Highfield. Highfield, are you here? Come on up and join us.
I don't really know why they called me up here. It must be because I'm old. Hello, class of 24. My name is David Highfield. I've been even though I'm a graduate of 24, I've been with the Carpenters Union for over 20 years now. And my first 20 years, I was a residential specialist, which didn't require going to the apprenticeship program. And the company I was working for wanted to get into the commercial roll-up door business. Well, add on to what they were doing. And they asked me if I wanted to learn commercial doors. And I said yes. So, it's not good. And so being it was a commercial position, I had to go through the apprenticeship program, which was well worth it, as you all know. I mean, where can you make this kind of money, these kind of benefits, without borrowing thousands and thousands of dollars worth of student loans, going to school, and then working full-time. And yeah, so the Carpenters Union is pretty awesome. My dad, who under the weather tonight, couldn't make it, but he did his 30 years as a carpenter for the union. And then I have my son over there, Ivan. He just turned 15 last weekend. Just might be a third-generation carpenter. I mean, who knows? We'll see. Anyway, everybody enjoy your evening, and thank you.
Everybody turn your attention to Tony running up to the stage here. Well done, sir.
Hey, sorry about that. I was in the back performing CPR on this person back there that fainted. Wanted to make sure we took care of him. We learned that at the school, so thankfully I got that. Phew, that was quick. Anyway, hey, so this next speaker, there's one thing that I have, and that's passion for apprenticeship, training, and all those things. The next speaker has a passion for the union, for organizing, and bringing us together collectively so that we have a voice. It's my pleasure to introduce our Director of Organizing, Jacob Ariade.
How's everyone doing? Come on now, how's everyone doing? Jake Adiardi, and I'm honored and privileged to serve as your Director of Organizing. I will say that Jay Bradshaw wished he could be here tonight, and he sends his regards. But I will say he surrounds himself with solid leaders, and a lot of leaders in this room. But one thing that I will say that he surrounds himself more than just leaders. It's the leaders that everybody's sitting at this table, that you guys carry that leadership with you everywhere you go. And he looks at this membership as being his true north. So give yourself a round of applause for being here tonight. So before I get started, I just want to say thank you. Does everybody enjoying their food tonight? Everybody enjoying the service that they received from the staff? So please join me in just saying thank you to the staff, because they work very hard on making sure that they provide you everything you need on supporting this day. So today is your day. Today is a celebration of a massive achievement. I will say one that probably couldn't have come sooner. I know for me, I still remember when I went through the apprenticeship, there was no graduation. It was you show up to local union hall, you get your jacket or you get your shirt. They ask you to say a few words, maybe you say your obligation, and they send you on your way. It's almost like receiving the keys to your first car and say, good luck. Hopefully you get to your next destination safely. So this is a celebration of a massive achievement. But I will say, one that I will say could rival any four-year degree out there. So understand that this 4 years or 3 years, or some individuals that were going through that COVID crisis of pushing maybe 6 years of being an apprentice, this is absolutely a massive achievement and something you should be tremendously proud of. So thank you. I will say this, so seeing you takes me back to becoming a carpenter, and I know it's not my day, it's your day, but it's important to remember where you came from. So I still remember, like many of you, joining a trade is probably one that came from your family lineage. I still remember that day, son, jump in my truck, let's go pour some concrete. I think I was 12 years old at that age when he asked me to go help him pour some concrete. Frankly, I was probably getting in the way most, and I was actually helping him pour concrete, if you could imagine that. I look at him as being an example, for sure, and you guys probably have a lot of examples out there of someone that you look up to, someone that was a mentor, someone that was a coach, someone that was providing some guidance. Well, I will say, he provided a lot of guidance for myself, especially joining the Carpenters Union. But yet I'm still convinced that he tricked me, honestly, to join construction. I don't know what it was, if it was the smell of concrete, or if it was waking up deathly early in the morning to drink some cheap coffee and get Jack in the Box at lunchtime with those cheap tacos. You know what I'm talking about, the chicken sandwich and the $2 tacos. You know exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of times my father eating those tacos. Or maybe it was the $10 an hour that I was making while my friends were making $5.75 an hour, making a minimum wage. Either way, I stand here today as your Director of Organizing. I still remember waiting in front of the chute as that concrete began to drop. I think it was like I was 17 years old, so I was still in my high school years. I'm waiting for that concrete to drop out of that chute, and I'm standing with a wheelbarrow, and he's looking at me, son, he's like, don't fill it up all the way. And I was like, come on, Dad, I'm a wrestler. I got this. So what did I do? I filled it up all the way. I swear, as I'm looking up that driveway, it felt like an eternity. As that concrete's wobbling left to right in that wheelbarrow, and I make that turn into the driveway, heading into the backyard. And the only thing I can see is my end goal, except my end goal was now on the floor because I tipped that wheelbarrow full of concrete after my dad said, don't fill it up all the way. I will say he was there to hand me not only a hand of coddling, of, oh, son, you're doing so great, but you could have done better. No, it was a hand of a life lesson by handing me a shovel saying, shovel that concrete in the wheelbarrow and get your ass back to the backyard and pour that concrete. So it was funny, though, because it was a life lesson for me to understand, don't be hard-headed. Know what you want, get that end goal, but don't be hard-headed along the way. So graduating high school, I had an ultimatum of going to school or joining a trade. I did both. I went to junior college, and I told my dad, I said, I don't want to do concrete, Dad. He's a cement mason by trade. I don't want to do concrete. I want to become a carpenter. Yeah, it's amazing how the universe works, I will tell you that. The first job I had as a carpenter, guess what? Concrete. Yeah, amazing how the universe works. So you fast forward, working for a myriad of framers, doing dealerships. The last job I had as a carpenter, working out in the field, full circle. I started with concrete, and I ended with concrete. Amazing. So I came in 2002. In 2008, I was blessed with an opportunity to come on board as an organizer. And I will say this, it wasn't a decision that was made lightly because I was out there working in the field. Didn't know what I was getting into, but I have a lovely wife of 18 years. I think it's 18 years, actually, so don't hold me to it, but I think it's 18 years. Lovely wife of 18 years that said, hey, are you going to apply for this job? I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I will tell you what, when I applied for this job, I never looked back. I have the best good job, the best job you could ever have, to represent this organization and fight the fight every single day. So 2008, that was a life-changing moment for myself. Life is a journey. It's going to be a big adventure for everyone in this room. You're going to run into a lot of challenges. I run into them every day. But I want to leave you with five things that I will say were life lessons for myself. And they ring true in every application. The first one, always have a vision. Do you have a vision? My dad told me that sight is a function of your eyes and vision is a function of your heart. And over the last few years, I will tell you, as an organization, this administration, we've marched forward and accomplished so much, with our true north being the membership, making sure that the lens that we operate by, everything that we do, starts here in this house, making sure that this is aligned with this so we know what we want. And I will tell you, we've broken through barriers. We've placed our union where it belongs, as a political powerhouse, at the local level and also at the state level. But that success didn't happen by accident. We knew where we were going, we knew what we wanted, and we took it. Are you ready to take that opportunity today? Are you ready to take that opportunity today? Number two, failing forward. Now, being the best is great. It's easy to get comfortable in what you do. Sometimes even becoming complacent. But we have a saying, if you're standing still, if you're not growing, you're actually moving backwards. I will say when we pushed legislation at the state level, the world was operating against us. The building trades were operating against us. And in those eyes of failure, we marched right through and said, screw that, we're going to take the House, we're going to take this legislation, and we're going to get a win out of this. And so what did we do? We were successful. We used that success, and we went to San Francisco. And I say this failing forward because I don't want you to be afraid of making mistakes. When we took that win and won at the state level, we went to San Francisco and pushed similar legislation that was going to create a lot of opportunity for our contractors and for our members. But we didn't win. Now, it would be very easy to say that was a failure. But what we see that as is a stepping stone to the next victory that we had recently at the state level, with more legislation that was going to create more opportunity for our contractors and for our membership. And I say this again, don't be afraid of making mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. I have a lot of colleagues that tell me that. I'm looking at one right now as he's smiling and giggling at me. Because the person to your left, the person to your right should be somebody that shores you up, that doesn't tear you down. So you got to remember that. Fail forward. Number 3. Actually, I want to say one more thing about failing forward. The key to obstacles is turning those obstacles into opportunities, because growth and failure, they go hand in hand. So you can't grow without failing first. It's like one of those ones, those who work out. No, I don't work out. But those who do, when you're pushing yourself to the limits and you're stretching yourself, you're pushing yourself beyond the limits of failure to grow. And that's what we do as an organization. Number 3, add value. Never stop learning. Every year we invest $35 to $40 million into training. We organize 75 to 100 contractors a year and turn billions of dollars with the assistance of our contractors, with the assistance of the members of this room, creating value in the industry to make sure that we continue to drive more power to the Carpenters Union and more opportunity. We've created platforms like Power, that's our political platform. CIA, that's our organizing platform built of this membership. Valor, that's our veteran and leadership and outreach committee, and other committees. To what? To deepen what it truly means to be a member of this union. Because it's more than just showing up on the job site every day. It's creating a sense of ownership. It's creating a sense of what we belong to. That isn't just a job, it's a career, it's a life-changing opportunity that not only we understand, but something that we need to share with others so they understand as well. We've advanced financial literacy and strengthened our pension to honor those who came before us and secure the future for those that will follow. That's a big achievement. But all of this means absolutely nothing if we don't make the personal investment in ourselves. When we add value to ourselves, we add value to our union. Together we raise the standard in everything that we do. Number 4, challenge to be great. Don't settle for mediocrity. We are not a mediocre union. And we do not rest on our laurels. We use every success as momentum to get that next success, to transform the industry and create opportunities. I believe with everything that's in me, and I would wholeheartedly believe that you believe the same thing too, that you are who you surround yourself with. Is that true? You are who you surround yourself with. So be the example, be the change in culture on the job site that you want to see, because we are the union rooted in mutual respect, rooted in integrity, and the pursuit to becoming the best version of ourselves means that there's no limits that we can't conquer. Number 5, teach to learn. I know what I carry as a representative. I know what I carry as a member of this union. But the question that you need to ask yourself on a daily basis, do you know what you carry as a member? Do you know what you carry when you wear that brand, the NorCal Carpenters brand, every single day? Do you know what you carry when you tighten your boots up, you walk at the house at 5 o'clock in the morning to provide success for others that you're working for, knowing that the success starts with you first? Do you know what you carry? I tell my folks all the time, in order to create value in others, you first have to be able to know the value that you carry. So know what you possess, and you'll create value in others. When you teach and invest in others, just as you've invested in yourself, you learn more about yourself. My son likes to golf. And it's very quick to think that, hey, you can only learn from somebody that's older than you. He's a 9-year-old kid. And as I'm helping him work on his approach shot, right, he's chipping on the green, and I feel myself getting aggravated. Some of you who are either mothers or fathers in sports, you can catch some of my frustration because I'm out there trying to coach him. But as I'm coaching him, he looks at me and he's holding his club ever so tightly, and he gets ready to swing and he lets go. Because I told him, I was like, you know what, you do yourself. Do it yourself. I don't want to instruct you anymore. You do it. But as I'm coaching him, he's teaching me a life lesson. He's teaching me how to be more patient. And that's a key thing to learn, because we're very quick to run into things without being patient, one with ourselves or with those that we're working with. But know that everybody here, again, you had a guide, you had a mentor, you had a coach, that we're going to be relying on you to do the same thing with those that are coming after you. So you are the backbone of this union. I just came back from a convention in Las Vegas, and I will say this, we are the catalysts across this nation. What we do here in California rings true across the nation. When you go through the international, be proud that you are part of the NorCal Carpenters Union. One, be proud that you're part of the Carpenters Union, but first and foremost, being part of this organization is more than what you think it is. Because no matter where you're at, I will tell you, the sense of pride that you carry of not only being a union member, but being part of the NorCal Carpenters Union is ring true just by looking at this brand. And everybody realizes that. I will tell you, when we go out there, we fight for opportunity and we fight for more power. And I will stand there right with you, day in and day out, everywhere we go, to fight for more opportunity if you're willing to fight for yourself. Now, are you willing to fight? Are you willing to fight for more opportunity? Are you willing to fight for everything that everybody else wants, to know that it's not just about you, but it's about everyone in this industry that we represent? Are you willing to fight? Take what you learned. Walk and run with pride. Because this is just the beginning of a long, long adventure of saying, you know what, I'm proud of what I built, but I'm excited of what we're going to build. Because this right here, this is our future. This is your future, and I'm so excited to be part of it. Thank you.
What do we got? Where's Jen? Oh, wait, even better, Sarah. Are we ready to line them up? Sarah? No? Ayana, great. How's everyone doing? In a couple minutes, you guys are going to learn something that no one has ever talked about. I'm going to give it to you now. Here you go. Graduates, stand up. I'm going to give you the secret handshake. Do not share this with anyone who is not a journey person. This is the secret handshake. Here we go. Raise your hand. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back. That's it. Good job. Anyway, Ayana, come on up here.
All right, good evening, everyone. Before we release you for lineup for the presentation of certificates, we do have a special congratulatory message from your instructors at the training center. So if we can all be quiet for that, that video should play now.
Good evening. Congratulations to all the graduates. Hope everybody having a good time. Sorry I could not be there tonight. I want to send a special congratulations to all my scaffold directors out there.
All right, guys, congratulations for finishing up your 4 years of apprenticeship, 4 years of training. Keep it up. And remember, this is a learning process. You're going to be changing. You're going to be learning more every day to become the best you can be as a carpenter. So congratulations again.
Graduating class of 2025. Hey, congratulations. Y'all made it to the end, right? It starts from this point forward. Make sure you spend your money right. You check twice on your measurements, and you cut once. Peace out.
Congratulations, everybody. Long time coming. Make sure you guys are teaching your apprentices out there and never stop learning. Hopefully we see you back here at the training center, but I wish you the best of luck and stay safe out there, okay?
All right, everybody. Congratulations and good luck on your future endeavors.
Hey, apprentice coordinator Reed. Sorry I can't be there with you tonight. Had some previous obligations. Excited for you, of course, but real excited to see that you're here tonight. Just wanted to just say congratulations. Enjoy your night.
How's it going, everyone? My name's Nick Salez, one of the drywall lathing instructors here at Fairfield. And just want to say congratulations on completing the program. It's a great accomplishment, and it's something that you'll have for life, and no one can take it from you. So good luck out there and enjoy it.
Congratulations, class of 2025. It's been an honor to get to know all of you. Have a great and prosperous career.
So, hello guys, my name is Hector Arevalo. I am a mill cabinet making instructor. I just want to say congratulations to my students. So I applaud you guys, and I want to continue in this career for a long time, I hope so. So, congratulations again.
Good evening, guys. I'm very proud that you completed your 4 years of your apprenticeship. I know that was the first thing I completed in my life, was my apprenticeship, and it's given me a life that I would not have. And I know your family's proud of you, so I want you to go out there and do a great job.
All right, everybody, congratulations. We made it. You guys finally made it to the end of this long journey. I want to congratulate you again for this accomplishment. With that brings a lot of responsibility. Keep teaching, keep learning, because you guys are teachers now, because y'all are journeymen. Help your brothers and sisters out there in the field, and continue to represent NorCal. Peace and blessings.
Okay, at this time, graduates, please line up with Jennifer. The presentation of certificates will begin momentarily. Jennifer's in the back with her arm raised. Wave it. Wave it, girl. So if you see her back there, graduates, please follow Jennifer.
Took my love, took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I
Ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to get up and grab yourself some dessert while we're lining up our graduates. It's in the same line as the buffet.
See my reflection in the snow-covered hills, where the landslide bring it down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, where the landslide bring it down. Oh, the landslide bring it down.
All right, we are currently looking for one missing graduate. Andrew Skoglund from Carpenters Local 152. Andrew, if you're here, head out into the hallway. We're lining everybody up. Everybody, our graduates are lined up and ready to go. If you're still in line for dessert, you haven't had a chance to step up yet, let's take our seats and we can come back. There'll be plenty of time to grab some dessert afterwards. Our graduates are ready to go. So let's get ready. Let's take our seats.
Can't you see that it's just raining? There ain't no need to go outside. But baby, you hardly even notice when I try to show you the song is meant to keep you from doing what you're supposed to. Waking up too early, maybe we could sleep. Make you banana pancakes, pretend like it's the weekend now. We could pretend it all the time. Can't you see that it's just raining? There ain't no need to go outside. But just maybe like a ukulele, mama made a baby. Really don't mind the practice, cause you're my little lady. Lady, lady, love me, cause I love to lay you lazy. We could close the curtains, pretend like there's no world outside. Then we could pretend it all the time. No. And can't you see that it's just raining? There ain't no need to go outside. Ain't no need, ain't no need. Can't you see, can't you see? Rain all day and I don't mind. But the telephone singing.
Okay, well, we have them all lined up, and I know you want ice cream, because when I say ice cream, we all scream ice cream. I know that. But the sooner we sit down, because that's where the graduates are going to come through, I know you're almost there. It'll still be there, I promise. But I'm going to ask that everyone in line for ice cream have a seat so we can continue this to get everyone home in a reasonable amount of time. Can we do that? Yes, maybe? No? It's like herding cats out there. Throw me a bone. No. Okay. Let me try this. If you all look under your chairs, there's a gift card for everybody. But you got to be in your chairs to look. I'm going to ask this one more time in the best way I can do it. I know we all want ice cream, But if we can sit down right now, maybe the server, just sit down. Just have a seat. You can do it. That way we can start the graduation and get everyone out of here in a reasonable amount of time. Why don't everyone in here help me get them to sit down? You're so close. It doesn't matter. Just have a seat. Come on. It'll still be there. While you're there, I'll tell you a joke. So there was a dentist. I don't actually have a joke. I was just trying to get your attention. That didn't work. All right, are we ready? If you can hear me once, clap your hands once. If you can hear me, clap your hands twice. If you want this to get on, clap your hands 3 times. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Here they come. Open those doors. Here come your graduates. Iona.
Okay, Micah Adair. Roberto Alejandre Ceja. David Alexander. Dale Biglito Alfaro. Marshall Baldwin. Christopher Banta. Humberto Banuelos. Alejandro Barajas. Jose Barajas. Moises Barbosa. Wait, where's Moises? I want to make sure I'm not going too fast. Moises. Moises Barbosa, where you at? Okay, I'm not going too fast. Good. All right, Wyatt Barnes. Yahir Barrera Tinajero. Nicholas Burkle. Sayan Bonmi. Daniel Butterfield. Alfonso Cardoso. Carlos Castro. Aries Ceja. Francisco Ceja. Ivan Chavez. Raymond Cornelius. Cesar Diaz Frutos. Jeremy Devine. Teddy Dodson. Martin Escobar Reyes. Katie Estupinian. Jose Figueroa. Jose de Garcia Montes. Jose de Garcia Montes. Okay. Brian Gomez. Clement Gonzalez. Did I say Brian Gomez? Brian Gomez? Clement, what's the next name? Say it again. Well, I did Brian Gomez, Clemente Gonzalez, Sergio Guzman Alvarez. Okay, there we go. My bad, y'all. Alfredo Hernandez. Eusebio Hernandez. Alejandro Hernandez Casillas. Damian Hernandez Casillas. Eduardo Hernandez Jr. David Highfield. Aaron Hussman. Aleda Jones. Sergey Kaptar. Katrina LaRue. Mauricio Leon. Omar Leon. Clifford Lindauer. Eviud Lopez. Miguel Lopez. Mirza Lopez. Brandon Lorenz. Abad Manuel Pascual. Anthony Mares. Mickey McAllister. Jonathan McAllister. James McFarland. Carlos Mendoza. Victor Mendoza. Adrian Meza. Caleb Miller. Ryan Miller. Martin Morales Tafoya. Fernando Moreno. Osmin Moreno Quinones. Jason Munoz. David Nunley. Efrain Ochoa. Alexis Olmedo. Sergio Orozco. Kevin Ortiz. Frank Paco. Jose Patino. Jesus Perez. Joseph Perez. Justin Peters. Andrew Picho. Jesse Probst. You're good. Royce Raffinelli. Yuri Raziuk. All right, Mickey McAllister. Where you at? No Mickey? All right, Roberto Reyes. Joel Reynoso. Jose Rios Jimenez. Daniel Rivas. Christian Rodriguez. Jose Rodriguez. Danny Romero. Jordan Rosado. Luis Rueda. Troy Samas. Andrew Sanchez. Eric Sandoval. Shane Sullivan. Daniel Terrell. Esteban Torres. Luis Torres. Lisa Tremonte. Javier Valdez. Juan Vasquez. Elicio Velasquez Magdaleno. Hugo Vivas Garcia. Chad Wheeler. Andrew Yee. Miguel Zarate. Wesley Zeidler. And our final graduate is Mickey McAllister.
Everybody give it up one more time for our graduates. And if I can have the graduates come back up to the stage for the group photo, please. All the graduates back up to the stage. Let's get a group photo. While our graduates are getting their group picture taken, can I have Hector Lopez and James Fels please come up to the AV table on the left side of the stage? Hector Lopez, James Fels, to the AV table, please. Everybody that wants to get their personal photos on their cell phones, get them quick, because we're going to ask you to vacate so the professional photographer can get his shot. By the way, all of these pictures will be available to everyone on Flickr after the event. So if you don't get the shot on your cell phone, don't worry. We'll have the shot for you. All right, hurry up. I've got 5 more seconds, and then we're moving everybody out for the photographer. Get your shot. 3, 2, 1. All right, all cell phone photographers out of the way for me, please. Let's get the professional photographer in with a shot. Everybody clear the way, clear the way. I know you hear me. I'm standing right behind you. Yep, that's that guy yelling in your ear. Who do these belong to? Huh? I know it's someone over there because I saw what you were taking a picture of. All right, you guys move in a little tighter this way for me, please. Tell me when, sir. A little more. Keep coming in. Keep coming in, sir. This way. You could squeeze in right here. We got room. Get cozy. Got it there? How about this side? We got everybody? All right, I'm going to get the hell out of the way. Everybody, look at Matthew right here on the chair. All right, everybody, fists up. There you go, be proud. We got it? All right, thank you. Once again, all these pictures will be available on Flickr after the graduation. You guys will be able to download, print, as much as you want.
All right, now we can get back in the ice cream line because that's what's important. So, real quick, graduates, you're all going to kill me for this, and I take full responsibility. If you open up your certificate, you're going to recognize that it is not signed. So I'll see you all next week. I'm just playing with you. So listen, here's what we want to do. It's an easy solve. As you leave tonight, I will have instructors and coordinators at the table, and you get to pick and choose who signs your cert. I will personally sign your cert if you would like me to, and we're good to go. I apologize for that, but I was busy golfing. All right? We're good? Okay. All right, we're going to give everyone some prizes. Jen Thornton, she's over there somewhere. We're going to make sure we get the prizes out. Everyone's going to walk out of here with a level and then a bunch of other stuff. So what do we got going on here? What's next? We got a couple special awards. We got a couple of special awards, and Mr. Fels is going to come up here and get those awards out.
All right, everybody, we're going to keep it moving like collection plates around here, all right? First person I want to call to the stage for Outstanding Apprentice Award. Insulator installer, David A. Highfield. Please come to the stage. David, where you? All right, David. Congratulations one more time, brother. Thank you. Second Outstanding Apprentice Award, I would like to call to the stage. Give me a second. One more time. Second person, Mill Cab cabinet maker, Alejandro Hernandez Castiles. Congratulations. All right. Next person in attendance for the Outstanding Apprentice Award, pile driver, Alejandro Barajas. Congratulations. Thank you.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. Congratulations on your great achievement. I'm going to read a few names for those crafts that didn't make it for the Outstanding Apprentice for this class. But I want to remind you that it's kind of like the tortoise and the hare, right? Although we have these outstanding apprentices for the craft right now, it's a lifelong career, and you got to treat each other with respect and love, because the person maybe that wasn't great in the shop with you or really crushed it doing a project now, our industry changes and innovation happens, and that person that wasn't an outstanding and straightforward apprentice now might be your boss tomorrow. So be kind to your sisters and brothers out in the field, for this is a long stretch, and I just wanted to mention that. But with that said, these are very outstanding apprentices for this class that are not here. They couldn't make it through other obligations. For the carpenter, it's Christian M. Sumner. For drywall lather, it's Jamie L. Gillies. For hardwood floor layer, it's Jesse A. Cobb. And for scaffold erector is Cameron F. Hamilton. But once again, you are all to be commended for this great achievement as a coordinator, and with all the staff and everybody here. It's it's just, some don't meet the bar. Part of our job is to make sure there's a minimum bar and that and above, and all of you have achieved that. But as some of our committee members know out there that are sitting on our boards, there's a lot of them that don't meet that bar, and they don't get that stamp to move forward and go on and achieve a great career. So I commend you all and thank you. And next year there'll be, or with the next class, there'll be other graduates. But like I say, you all are shining stars in our eyes tonight, right? Thank you.
Let's have all the outstanding apprentices please come back up to stage, take a group photo. Anybody who was recognized as an outstanding apprentice, please come back up to the stage. Don't be shy. Come on, take your moment in the spotlight here. Tony, get in this shot. Do we have one more, or is it just the three? Did we have one more? Outstanding apprentice? All right, here we go.
All right, let's finish strong with the raffle. Business reps, field agents, want to come up? Okay, first ticket, last three, 063. 063. Okay, next number, 101. Over to your right. 084. 099. 054. 059. 034. 025. 025 on the left. 043. 093. 093. 048. 048's back there. 097. 151. 151. 060. 049. 049's far left. Who's 049? Hold on. Well, one guy over there is raising their hand, but then he sat down after I called the other one. 095. 095. 044. 010. 090. 010. 021. 021. 082. 094. 086. 096. 052. 052. 100. right, we got a big one. 056. 056. We should probably put some gift cards in these ones. Hold on. Hold it. 091. 033. 032. 153. 108. 108. 080. 155. 029. 'Make sure if you're leaving to grab a level and a tape measure, please. For graduates. 098. 098. 030. I think we already put some in there. 098, just give him whatever. Here, put that with us. Where's 030? Those are 105. 062. 083. 028. 028. 104. 026. 026. 011. 022. 147. 147. 050. 051. 023. 023, did we get 23? 158. 158. 016. 085. 053. 041. 041. 157. 024. 110. 110. 109. 109. Yeah. I know. We're going to give it back. 106. 013. 040. 089. 089. 015. Zero 46. 039. 045. 055. 055. 152. 152. 156. 'Okay, number 058, we got Giants tickets. Zero 37. 078. 078. 019. 092. 087. 102. 012. 012. You already got it. 047. 017. 018. 018. 057. 027. 148. 148. 065. 038. 038. 150. 009. 088. 031. 103. 035. 149. 149. 154. Should be 4 graduates left who haven't got a gift. $107. $014. $081. $079. Did all graduates get a raffle prize? Come on up. Anyone else?
All right, thank you everybody for coming. You're more than well to stay until 10, but enjoy yourselves. Again, congratulations.